So now it's time for the meditation. Just checking a few preliminary preparation. Make sure that you have a comfortable position, free from any distractions, and allocated this half an hour for the purely meditation. And you are not having any other activities during this time, and purely motivating yourself for the mental development. And once you have checked, simply sitting comfortably, whether you are sitting on a cushion or the chair, and spend a few moments taking a long breath and releasing the tensions, and checking the position that you are sitting in, whether is it a back straight, upright, uncomfortable, or having a trouble finding a comfortable position. In that moment, you may wiggle around or move your legs and hands to find the comfortable position. And once you have chosen, consciously making an aspiration or a decision that you are not going to move at all. You will be mindful of your pain, itchiness, discomfort, and watching the mind that wants to scratch, that wants to move, that wants to change the position. So mindfully aware of that. But obviously, if it's very intensive, unable to bear, then you are allowed to change, minimum as much as you can, but mindfully changing. Because our practice of a meditation is not just a relaxation, it is not just a benefit in this life, but also for the liberation in the future. So it's a form of accumulation of merits, and as well as perfection, perfecting our perfections, paramitas. So we have to use every possible ways to train this mind, not allowing it to do as it wish, but taking control of its desires. And obviously, practice of a mindfulness meditation, we have to have an object to work with. And the working station, according to the teachings of the Buddha, known as the 4 foundations of mindfulness. So basically, being mindful of body, feeling, mind, and phenomena. Body being a vehicle that helps to feel or see the sensations and feelings in our body. And it is not about thinking of these sensations, but feeling it. And as we feel, we can see our mind. And when we see our mind, then we will be able to see the phenomena, how it is changing, the way it changes. But obviously, this whole entire body, contemplating on it is not an easy job. That's why we have narrowed it down to concentrate on the abdomen as a primary object of concentration. So as breathe in and breathe out, abdomen rises, falls. We are simply aware of this phenomena of a rising, falling, and making a mental note with your clear consciousness. When it rises, noticing it's rising. When it falls, noticing it's falling. So rising, falling. Along with this practice of paying attention to the rising and falling, we have been working on this method for over a week. Now you should be able to note the other sensations as they occur, along with the rising, falling. And remember, whenever other sensations arises, we are leaving the mindfulness of the abdomen and we are mindful of the feelings, whether it is pain or itchiness or discomfort, and making a mental note as they are. Simply accepting those so known as the secondary objects, and observe, acknowledge, note, and let go. And back to normal. As you gradually progress in the practice, will be able to notice that there is no distraction, so-called. All distractions become an object of awareness. You're simply aware as they are, as it happens, as they occur. And every objects become object of awareness. And that is also teaching us to know that nothing is permanent. Even our awareness is impermanent. It's not permanent. So rising, falling is not permanent. Breathing in and out is not permanent. Our awareness of each thing is also not permanent. Our mind also changes each and every moment, and that's also not permanent. As you see the breaking it down from small from the gross to the small pieces within this rising, falling, you see that everything is so in flux. Nothing is permanent. And this moment, if you are clever enough and skilled, able to see anything that is arising, you'll be able to catch it before it transforms to anything else. And anything that is unwholesome, the negative, just let it go. Just abandon them. eliminating any negative thoughts, negative behaviors, negative tendencies, mental factors that may arise, eliminating them, and having a right understanding. A right understanding is the present moment awareness, what's happening. And a basic term that we are watching or observing is the rising falling, which is happening here and now. And extending from there, mind calms down, tranquil, with your effort, ardent effort. You experience joy and happiness. And this joy and happiness is not depending on any external gain or fame. That's a true feeling of knowing. And within this again, when you're feeling pleasant feeling, somewhere else you may feel unpleasant sensation, or somewhere else you may see indifferent, neutral. So these are again the sensations within the other sensations, so in a gross sensation and the subtle sensations. And we are consciously aware of that mental state of a pleasant state or unpleasant state. When pleasant sensations arises, again, do not go along with that and a tendency or intent to grasp or hold on to it. The more we hold on to it, the greed generates. And that's not the reality anymore. It's your desire. Same with the hate. That's your desire to let it go. Push it away, resentment. So rather than having any activities, we simply know, observe and let go. Sometimes feeling of a pleasant feelings comes from the experience that we had, or unpleasant experience from that we had, and simply knowing them and let it be. And now you will see that these are also impermanent, changing. And before meditating, mind were agitated, mind was desire to sit or desire to do this, and now it fully relaxed, settled down, composed, and this calmness, the calmness of a body, calmness of feelings. Now you see your mind, how it is forming. But we always have this rising falling as a home base. Whenever these things evaporates or fades away, and before mind is going to grasp any other secondary objects, there is an anchor, there's a breath coming in and going out which causes this rising falling. So rising falling is a home base, always there for us to make sure that we have gone nowhere. We're straight away coming back home. It's like having a different jobs at the office in a day. After we have done, finally time's up, we come back. So all the secondary objects are like the work in an office. And come back. So continue practicing in that way. Any sensations, any secondary objects arise, simply note, observe, acknowledge, note, and let go, and back to the home base, rising, falling. And whatever sensations are there, do not create, do not crave, or do not resist or resent. Simply knowing and releasing. So continue practicing until you hear the gong to practice loving kindness meditation. So time for the practice of a loving kindness meditation. Sitting comfortably and observing sensations in your entire body. Feel the sensations. Whatever sensations are there in your body, simply aware of that. And bring that attention to your hands, aware of sensations in your hands, and to your heart, feeling the beating heart. And as you feel the beating heart, generating loving kindness and compassion to yourself. I am well, I am happy, I am at peace. I am well, I am happy, I am at peace. Similarly, sharing loving kindness and compassion to all other sentient beings, far and wide, whatever beings there are, visible and invisible beings, may they be well, may they be happy, may they be at peace. So sending loving thoughts, wishing them to be happy and well. And gently bring your attention to the hands, aware of sensations in your hands, and to your body, aware of sensations in your body. And as you hear the gong slowly coming out from meditation, and reflect for a few moments. And let's pay respect to the Buddha.